Hey there. I normally don't post stuff like this, but I kind of ran into something lately that I wanted to see if I could post online and help some folks out. So, some of you know that for a while I deal with a neurological condition called essential tremor. It's something that takes effect in the hands mainly. It's something my father had that actually, toward the end of his life, actually really ended up debilitating him. He ended up losing almost the use of his right arm totally. And so it's something I've been monitoring for a while. I've had it really, I would say, noticeably for about 5 years. But over the past probably 2 or 3, it's gotten really bad to the fact that I couldn't really cook anymore. And that's how a lot of you online kind of know me for that. Um, but it also took away things like my ability to write and draw and play guitar, even though I wasn't a very good guitarist, and just using a screwdriver, things like that, just day-to-day things made it really difficult. I started doing medication for it probably about 3 years ago. I met with a neurologist. He started me on some medications, which I don't really think helped too much. But I just went back in holiday time, 2024, saw the neurologist again, and he directed me to the essentialtremor.org website, which I'll throw a URL up here for people to go check it out. And there's a number of devices and things that they recommend for people that are kind of like act or counterbalance weight things. So mainly it's to help people eat and do some day-to-day activities. But when you're cooking, you can't really use a lot of those things because they go in your hands, and obviously your hands get messy, so you can't use them. One of the devices they recommended was a watch-like device, kind of like an Apple Watch that you can wear. But those things are like really, really expensive, and insurance doesn't cover them. But there was another product that just kind of popped up recently called a VILIM ball, and they look like this. And so I ended up getting a couple of these things and to try it out because the doctor had recommended upping my dosage of medication. I didn't really want to do that. So what I want to do is I want to do a little overlay here of just to show what my hands looked like about 2 weeks ago. Because when you get the VILIM ball, it's about a 14-day process that they have you do it. And as you see my hand, it shakes a lot. And when you're trying to grab something or cut or do things like hold down an onion, it was really difficult. So left hand, I couldn't do it. And then right hand, using a knife as well wasn't, I would shake around with that. So obviously having two shaking things and trying to cut, not the best thing for somebody who likes to cook. So got the VILIM ball. And again, like you said, for 14 days, you're supposed to kind of use them it's a 10-minute therapy session. You're supposed to do them every 4 hours. So it tends to be about 3 or 4 times a day. I've got another video overlay. I'll show you about how I'm doing them. I apologize for the crotch shot, but it was kind of the best way we could show you because you need to hold on to them. I hold them mainly in the tips of my fingers, and because that's when I get the most tremor happening is when I'm in the tips of my fingers. And then you're supposed to rest your arms. And so you'll see you just kind of run it for a little bit. So it was pretty cool. So after about the first few days, you could really tell that something was going on because it's not really like electrostim. It's more of a kind of a vibration stimulant type of a thing that is working with the neurological system. So what I did then is I took another video about 7 days in. So here's another video, and you can see already that the motion of the hand, there wasn't a lot of shaking. And so I was really starting to get excited. And the next day I was able to hold and cut an onion really well. So again, I've got another overlay video here I'll show you of, I was able to hold both the onion down with my left hand and use a knife with my right hand and not have the anxiety of the shake as well as the actual physical of the shake to cut the onion. And so I was able to dice it up, and I've actually been able to, over this past week, cook every night. It's been awesome. And so just again, I kind of wanted to put that out here because again, I did another therapy session yesterday. And again, I'm going to do an overlay video to show you what my hand looks like here. So as you can see, it barely shakes. And, it's it's really cool. And the other part, though, I want to show you is, so I still can't do everything. While the writing has gotten a lot better, which is awesome, but I still can't really play guitar. So again, I did a little overlay video to show you, when you're trying to do kind of hard movements or even trying to move with any sort of speed that would be kind of necessary to play a guitar, you can't really do it. So things like that, I tried to play a little bit of a piano, similar things, holding it down, was kind of a challenge, but overall, it's been pretty awesome. And so, again, I just want to put that out here because there's a number of videos and people that are talking about treatments for essential tremor. I know there have been a few other people that have done reviews of the VILIM ball. The one that I get it's out of, I think, Lithuania is where they come in, which I was kind of like, but it's approved. So not approved, but the essentialtremor.org group is behind it. And so, people are doing research. So, again, throwing it out there. If anybody's got any questions, they want to hit me up, go ahead, just leave some comments or reach out or whatever. Happy to answer any questions. All right. Thanks.